Hello, my friends.
No, you can't do this.
And welcome back to my
restart.
channel.
Just restart.
We're good.
No.
It's going to be a video, I can already tell.
Yeah.
You know, when you see all of us, it's a
Tag.
but it's not a tag.
It's a no tag?
It's a no tag.
What?
We are changing things up a little bit. The mystique of the tag is gone. You know we record whenever we have time. You know we all talk, and we know who's tagging who and who always tags who. So basically now we're calling it like a no tag Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah, it's a Thursday.
And so
This is a
It's a
Thursday, ain't it?
Thursday.
yes, it is a Thursday.
It's tag day.
There you go.
Tag day. Yeah, like
It's
a
just
Boxing
it gets
Day.
uploaded on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we're not tagging anybody. We're not tagged. Everybody who likes to do tags, just jump in and do this tag. So, you know, Jason and Kayla and Suzanne.
I thought you said you weren't tagging people.
And
and
I'm
then you
not.
were
I'm,
tagging people.
I'm telling no, I'm not tagging them. I'm telling them to just jump in and do it. Totally informal now. This is how we're doing it. So I want to see everybody's tags. Questions are below. If I have your email, maybe I'll email them to you and you can film when you want, all that. I'm sure Sandy or Kim or Tracy will explain it better. So go watch their videos because they'll explain it better because we actually have to leave in a little bit. So yeah. Anyway, this week's questions are by Tracy over at Trials of a Long-Haired Girl, and it is a New Year's tag. And the camera's far away, so you need to speak
Yeah, I'll
up.
speak up. Yeah.
You two, not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a New Year's tag. So Adam is going to read the questions to us. Number one.
What was the single best thing that happened this past year?
To each of us? Like?
Sure. What?
Chickens!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or chickens.
We got chickens.
Yep, that was definitely.
I was finally able to go up to Boston to see Grace's extended family after not meeting them for 2 years.
Nice.
That was fun.
And where are you leaving to go to tonight?
Boston.
How about you,
Wow.
Mr. Andrew?
Student teaching.
Yeah?
I would say so.
You liked it?
Most definitely.
Good. Okay, number two, Adam. We're on a roll.
That was number one. What was the single most challenging thing that happened?
Student
That's
teaching.
what I was waiting for you to say.
Student teaching is one of those things where it's a challenge, but it's also a reward at the same time. I'm never going to forget my first class of students that I ever teach, and it's going to be very difficult going back next semester, not walking into a classroom at 6 a.m, teaching the same students that I've been teaching for the past 4 months.
Now you're the student yourself again.
The master has become the student once again.
Exactly. What was the question?
What's the
What was
most
challenging
Same
thing
thing.
that happened?
Well, you know.
COVID? Yeah.
You know, I try to stay away from such negative thoughts.
I know. I mean, it was challenging. It was definitely better than last year, but it was still a challenge. Like, you know, it was a challenge with, you know, my line of work with the babies in daycare. I mean, all the babies got sick, and luckily, knock wood, none of us did. So it was definitely a challenge, I think. At least it was for me.
My challenge is actually still challenging. I'm trying to find 2 vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being down 2 vehicles in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's a challenge.
Yes. If you saw my videos from a couple weeks ago, you know that we decided Adam's car was no longer able to be on the road and no longer safe. So we donated that to Purple Heart. And 2 weeks after we did that, Andrew called from the side of the road in Maryland, and
His car is dead.
his car, and you know, we took it to the trusted mechanic down there, and they said no, the engine was completely shot. So now in this crazy time, we are looking for 2 used vehicles, and if you know anything about cars right now,
They're hard to find.
very hard to find.
At least at a reasonable price.
Yeah, so that's definitely a challenge for Doug, but we're working on it.
Yeah,
We're working on it.
I've got leads.
You know what? I'm grateful that we have, I mean, I have my minivan and we have Doug's Honda CRV. With him working from home right now, the boys can take that back to school if necessary. So, you know, it all works out.
I would say my abnormal psych class. It was my first actual psychology class because spring semester freshman year I took Psych 100, which is obviously an introduction, but this year it was an actual topic about psych, and that professor was cuckoo. But it was a good class. Fun to learn and excited to learn more. Number 3. What was an unexpected joy this past year?
Student teaching.
Chickens.
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 It's gonna be the same answer.
Okay, that's not, no, student teaching was not unexpected.
Okay, it wasn't unexpected. Okay, unexpected.
Unexpected joy this year. Let's
Probably, yeah, student teaching, my switch.
Okay, yeah, going from the high school to the middle school.
Competing.
Oh, that's
Actually
a good
being
one.
able, because I didn't
Yeah,
compete in cross
that's a
country
good one
last
too,
year.
being able to compete.
Yeah, and we weren't sure if they were going to be able to compete.
Continuing to work from home.
Yeah, he loves working from home. He does not want to go back in the office.
Yeah.
An unexpected joy. Oh my gosh, there were so many. So many. I think just having us all healthy, staying healthy, being healthy, and just being able to do a little bit of normal things, you know, being able to gather for the holidays, being able to be with people again. And, you know, we're still careful, but we've been able to get out and go to restaurants and things like that. So I think the joy was just a little bit of normalcy. It's still not 100%. And I don't know if it ever will be. I mean, I hate the term new normal, but you know, I wasn't sure what to expect this year, and just being able to be with people and be with friends is definitely an unexpected joy.
What was an unexpected obstacle?
What number is this?
4.
Oh, now we're 7 minutes in.
An unexpected obstacle?
Student teaching! Unexpected.
Chickens!
Chickens! No,
Psych!
unexpected obstacle. My car blowing up. That was an unexpected obstacle. Wasn't expecting it to go that fast.
Being a manager at my swim club, because that was the first time I ever had to do it.
Right back.
I don't know what that was.
Apparently the cat's playing on the
No, cat's right here.
What was that? I don't know.
something made a noise in the other room. It's a chicken! An unexpected obstacle. Well, the cars.
Yeah.
The cars definitely were an unexpected obstacle. I don't know if it was an obstacle, but it was a challenge. I took on a new baby,
Yeah.
and he's a little bit of a challenge. He's a sweetheart. I love him to death, but he's a little bit of a challenge when it comes to sleep. He's doing much better, but it was definitely a rough couple of months there. And God only knows what it's going to be like after not having him for 2 weeks, but we'll see what happens. So definitely taking on a new baby for me. Did you go?
I heard you said, wait, what was this?
Yeah.
Same thing,
I
car.
said
He
manager.
said, he said the car.
That's right.
I would have to agree with
You
you.
see, this was just all on repeat.
I would have to say the car. Yeah.
Number 5. Pick 3 words to describe this past year. Challenging, inspirational, and mainly joyful. Mainly.
Unexpected, rewarding, and inspiring.
I would say, bark, bark, bark. No, I'm just kidding. I have my chicken earrings on.
Oh,
Let's see. 3 words to describe this year. Different, for sure. Fun. I think we had a lot of fun this year despite some obstacles. I mean, at least Doug and I did in the summer. We were at the beach every single week this summer. We spent every Monday sitting on the beach. So that was awesome. And we plan to do it again next year, God willing. And I would say challenging in certain things. No, I'm not going to say challenging. I'm going to say divided. I just feel like this country's really divided and we need to come together as one again. So they're my 3.
Sure, I just lost it. Rewarding.
Why?
I don't know, just I feel like we've got. I mean, it was a challenging year, but it was a good year. Inspirational. I found some inspiration in my diaconate classes, and hopeful.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
A little closer to being back to normal.
Yes.
I like that.
Number 6. What were the best books you read this year? I read The Silent Patient in like October, November. It's a book about like a psychotherapist in like England. It was really good. Really good twist at the end too. I enjoyed that. I'm reading another thriller suspense book right now.
Didn't really read much.
You didn't have time.
Yeah.
You didn't have time to read much. I would say I'm in the middle of a book right now. Called The Supper of the Lamb by Scott Hahn. So I'm going to go with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I read a lot of books on the beach, but they were all kind of, like my cozy fluff mysteries. So, I mean, for something with, I would say that, yeah. Supper of the Lamb by Scott Hahn.
I read a good spy thriller called by Daniel Silva. I forget the title of it though.
Well, you read a couple, that's probably why.
Yeah.
You did a lot of reading on the beach.
Yes. And I'm about to read Rome Sweet Home.
By Scott Hahn.
By Scott Hahn, so I'm looking forward to that.
Rome Sweet Home.
Yeah.
Who were your most valuable relationships with? Yeah.
I could say that.
Yeah.
Definitely these guys. They're the glue.
Yeah.
I mean, this is it, you have them and
She's the glue.
the crazy glue.
You said it, not us.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I did not say that one.
That's funny.
I mean, definitely just Doug and the boys, and we've spent so much more time together the last 2 years than we probably would have if it wasn't for the big C. And as stinky as that was, I don't know. I don't know if we would have played dominoes so many times and Clue and
Blockbuster.
Yeah. And it just really cemented the fact that not only do I love these three, I like them. I like the people they've become. And yeah.
Honestly, I would probably throw Grace in there because we're long distance now, and that's hard to do. But...
Yep, I get that.
Oh yeah, relationship.
What was your biggest personal change from January to December?
I would say
my hair.
I would say in January, actually the end of January is when we decided to switch up our eating habits and go whole foods.
Yeah.
Really cut out a lot of the junk, really go to making everything from scratch, really, really paying attention. So I think that is like the biggest personal change. And now it's just old hat, so it doesn't even like feel like, it was so long ago, but that's definitely the biggest change for me. And a lot more work for me.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's okay. How about you?
Well, we kind of work together, so I'd say that's the food thing. Yeah.
Andrew?
Biggest change from January to December.
Oh, it's
Personal.
personal change.
Do you have one while he's thinking?
My hair.
He said his hair. he picked his hair. I don't know why he picked his hair.
I was thinking, something deep, something deep within you.
Maybe.
Okay,
I don't know.
switching my major.
Maybe more
That's not
life experience from working as a custodian over the summer. Maybe just more the experience of how things run in the background and what really goes into putting a school together throughout the summer.
And how important every job is.
You ain't kidding.
That's what I always say. It doesn't matter if you are a heart surgeon or a trash man. Your job is just as important, because without every job being done, society would fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
As they say in Caddyshack, the world needs ditch diggers too.
Yeah.
The world needs ditch diggers.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay. Number 9. What was the most challenging part of your work, both professionally and at home?
The new baby.
Yeah.
Student teaching. It's true though.
I know. I get that. That was the huge part of your life this year, Andrew. Huge. From, January through December, it was huge. For me professionally, it was the new baby. And I think at home is back to the food, just like really learning to make everything from scratch. And, like this morning, breakfast was supposed to be guacamole toast with poached eggs. Guess who didn't make bread yesterday? So guess what we didn't have this morning?
Guess who's
You know?
made bread?
Tomorrow. I'm making bread tomorrow. But
say that.
luckily I had made English muffins last week and they were in the freezer, so I was able to pull them out. But, with this new style of the way we're doing things, I really have to be on point. I have to plan ahead. I have to know what I'm doing. And it's been a challenge, like today. So.
Personally, keeping up with my to-do lists, because she always has a lot of to-do lists and I tend to forget of them. So that's a personal challenge.
What's there? There's a new page in my planner for next year. What's the title?
What was the title? Dougie Do List? Yes, the Dougie Do List.
The Dougie Do List. I'm going to show him where it is and he can
Mark 'em off.
access it anytime he would like.
Because that's if it's not written down,
He doesn't do it.
I forget about it.
That's me. That's why I use a planner and that's why I have checklists every single day.
Yeah. Professionally, keeping focused on one project at a time. I work for a bunch of different engineers as a designer, and they're my customers. So I like to keep them all pleased and happy and respond quickly. But sometimes I just have to say, like, look, I'll get back to you tomorrow or whatever. I need to focus on this now. So.
From a student stance, I guess it's just, I had a couple of big papers I had to write this year. I had to write about specifically Jordan Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street in my psych class. I had to write about terrorism and social media for my criminal justice class. I had to write about a lot of difficult subjects.
You're getting into the meat of things now,
Yeah.
where it's getting harder and
I obviously I was
where more is
expecting
expected. Yeah,
I was
more,
expecting
oh yeah,
that.
but it's still where
Like,
more is
it was
expected of you.
challenging, yeah. My psych paper was like 14 or 15 pages, and by criminal justice like 12. So it's definitely getting harder there. But at home,
Chickens.
I was about to say that. I'm not even lying. I was about to say that 'cause you had to learn everything because we weren't here.
Yeah.
You had to learn everything.
And they do both help us out a ton without even being asked.
Yeah.
Doug and I were out the other night and we got home and Andrew's like, oh, I put the chickens to bed for you. Like, I never even thought to ask him that. And, so they're good eggs. Ha! Get it? Get what I did there?
Thank God there's only one more question left.
I would say my pipette was my hardest thing to do. That was awful.
You want to explain what a pea pad is real quick?
No, because it'll take 50 minutes.
It's a...
Okay. It's 4 tasks. Each task has about 10 different subtasks. And each of those 10 different subtasks, there are subtasks to those that you need to fill out in paragraph form. And when the whole thing is put together, it's about, I want to say 50 pages long?
It's basically a teaching test that
So-
not all the states use.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah, but there's a good dozen of them that do, and it's something that you have to do well on, and you have to score high on if you want to be what's the word I'm looking for? Certified in that state. And just a proud mom moment. He rocked it.
I tried.
He did.
Last question. What was the biggest thing you learned this past year?
Biggest thing I learned.
Patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten much better with that. I think I have. Anybody agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
I really have. I'm learning patience. I'm learning to keep my anxiety under control a little bit better. I still have freak out moments, and I learned that, I always thought I was this big social butterfly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my friends. I love going out. But I also learned that I'm pretty darn happy at home. I'm pretty darn happy just being here and taking care of Doug and the boys and, you know, the chickens, the dog, the cat. I'm pretty darn happy. I have a very, very privileged and happy life. And sometimes it takes big things going on in the world to realize how lucky you are. That's my answer.
Cat's messing with my bag.
As the cat is clawing up Adam's luggage.
I would say
Biggest
that-
thing you learned this year.
I would say
I
it's
know.
going with what the heart wants, because had I not made the switch from forensic accounting to psych, I would still be pretty unhappy and literally have no idea what I was doing in accounting and just suffer probably almost every night, just like, oh, I can't do math. So it's a good thing that I did make that switch. And because they discontinued the forensic accounting program, because some new dude came in and decided to discontinue it. So it kind of worked out.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Doug, Andrew?
Dad already went.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say patience too, but I'm
Okay.
also like understanding. You see, there's too many things to put into this one umbrella of just what student teaching has. Like, I know I keep coming back to it.
It was a huge part of your
But,
life
like-
this year. And that's what this tag's about. It's about this year. So I understand.
Student teaching has taught me a couple of different things. It's taught me patience, understanding, knowledge, like relationship building. You make those relationships with students very easily. And sometimes if you remember a few things about what they tell you, it does make things go easier.
Very nice. Well, my friends, that is it. That is our New Year's tag, questions by Tracy. Like I said, anybody that wants to do this tag, please do it. We would love to see your answers. I'm going to have the questions below. If you would like to answer, we would love to read all of your comments and let us know, even if you don't want to answer all the questions, let us know something great that happened to you this year or something that you learned about yourself or whatever. So that is it. We have yet another Christmas celebration to get to because we celebrate the entire 12 days of Christmas in this family, and today is day 6.
6.
8, wait a minute, 26,
Six.
20, wait, 25, 26, 27, 28,
Like I said, I
29,
changed. It's not my
30.
job.
It's the 6th day of Christmas.
It is the 6th day of Christmas, so 6 geese a-laying. I prefer the 3 French hens.
Ha ha ha.
Anyway, my friends, that is it. We are heading out, and thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time to watch our craziness. And this is very long, and I apologize, but there were some good questions. So we will see you all next Tuesday. I think the guys will still be here. Yes, they will. So we will see you again, all 4 of us, for yet another Tuesday tag. Have a great one, and have a very, very happy New Year. We're already, 3 days into it?
Correct.
So
Yes.
hope it's going well so far.